Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of SpongeBob Now. Today, I will be talking about Gullible Pants and Overbooked. First, I'm going to talk about Gullible Pants. Enjoy. At the Krusty Krab, Mr. Krabs is counting coins in his office when he splits his fingernail. He dials his phone and books an appointment for a manicure, and as he attempts to leave without SpongeBob or Squidward seeing him, the former stops to ask where he is going. Mr. Krabs answers that it is secret, and appoints SpongeBob in charge while he is gone, much to his excitement. SpongeBob wakes up Squidward, who claims that Mr. Krabs usually lets him sleep on the job. Later, SpongeBob has to serve a patty but also cook food, and unclog the sink. Not wanting to listen to them, Squidward realizes he can use SpongeBob's idiocy and proceeds to tell him a secret. Mr. Krabs told him that customer incidental 105 wants to be a fry cook. Being a total gullible idiot, SpongeBob is foolish enough to believe this and approaches him and takes him into the kitchen to cook. As he is about to deliver a patty, Squidward lies that SpongeBob's feet are cleaner than his hands. This causes him to serve the food while walking on his hands, to the disgust of customer incidental 107. Delivery fish incidental 119 arrives with supplies that SpongeBob ordered so he can redecorate the Krusty Krab, making it all pretty. Squidward claims that Mr. Krabs likes when the Krusty Krab is dirty, so SpongeBob covers it in trash and grime. When the customers begin to leave, Squidward tells SpongeBob that he has to entertain them, so he starts dancing for them, frightening them. Mr. Krabs returns from his manicure and is shocked to find the Krusty Krab a mess. When he asks SpongeBob what happened, SpongeBob explains he was following everything Squidward said and he told him all his secrets. Mr. Krabs, believing he told someone about his manicure, while still in charge, SpongeBob appoints Mr. Krabs to clean the dishes. The episode ends as Mr. Krabs again splits his fingernail, as incidental 105 is still behind the grill, Squidward is sleeping, and SpongeBob is dancing for the customers. Next, I'm going to talk about Overbooked. Enjoy. At the crack of dawn, Sandy calls SpongeBob and asks if he can come to her science presentation tonight, and SpongeBob says yes. At the Krusty Krab, Mr. Krabs asks SpongeBob if he can help fix his telescope tonight. Then Patrick sneaks into the kitchen and asks SpongeBob to come to his birthday tonight and bring his cake. At 6 p.m., the Krusty Krab closes and SpongeBob heads over to Sandy's treedome. Before he can help Sandy, he goes to Mr. Krabs' house and discovers that he needs a right-angled motorized hex drill. He goes to Tom's Toolery, but it is closed due to Porpoise Day. SpongeBob remembers Sandy using a motorized hex drill and tries to go back to Sandy's, but bumps into Patrick and remembers that he needs to buy Patrick's cake. After buying a cake, he goes to Patrick's rock, but Patrick says he wants a gift as well. He goes back to Sandy's treedome and gets the motorized hex drill, but Sandy finds him and tells him she wants to test her new invention on him. She has him remove all his clothes and wear a cyan gown. After SpongeBob runs over to Patrick's house and gives the drill, he goes back to Sandy, steps into her invention and takes off the gown. Just as Sandy is about to test it out, SpongeBob runs over to Mr. Krabs' house completely naked and hastily assembles the telescope. Mr. Krabs asks where the drill is, so SpongeBob goes back to Patrick, but Patrick will not open his present until he gets cake. SpongeBob runs back to the treedome to fetch the cake. Once he is there, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, and Patrick start fighting over who needs his help the most. SpongeBob interrupts their quarrel and explains himself, saying that he couldn't bring himself say no to any of his friends because they are all important to him. The others points out that if he had say something before, then he wouldn't have overextended himself. He apologizes again for thinking he could do 3 things at once, but Sandy tells him that he can. Her invention turns out to be a cloning machine, which produces 2 clones of SpongeBob. However, SpongeBob is so exhausted from all of the running he did that he falls asleep in the invention, ending the episode. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Goodbye everyone.